a major shakeup is looming on the West Coast, and the San Francisco 49ers just might be the team pulling off the quiet steal of the NFL offseason. According to ESPN, the Philadelphia Eagles are finalizing a trade to send defensive end Bryce Huff to the 49ers in exchange for a mid-round draft pick. The trade can't be officially processed until after June 1st due to financial logistics, but all signs point to the deal being a formality at this point. Sources say Huff has already restructured his contract to ease the transition and get the ball rolling. Once completed, Huff will be reunited with a familiar face in San Francisco, defensive coordinator Robert Saleh, the man who helped shape him into one of the most efficient pass rushers in football during their time together with the New York Jets. For a 49ers defense undergoing a subtle but significant transformation, this could be a game-changing move. A reunion years in the making. Bryce Huff, 27, isn't your prototypical NFL star. He entered the league in 2020 as an undrafted free agent. A long shot, overlooked, underestimated. But under Saleh's guidance with the Jets, he clawed his way up the depth chart, developing a reputation as a relentless edge presence with explosive burst off the line. Fast forward to 2023 and Huff had fully arrived. Despite not starting a single game that year, he logged a career-high 10 sacks and posted a jaw-dropping 21.8% pass rush win rate, the best in the league according to next-gen stats. That breakout season earned him a 3-year, $51.1 million deal with the Eagles in the following offseason. But in Philadelphia, things never quite clicked. A short, uneven stint in Philly Huff's lone season in Midnight Green was a frustrating one. He made 6 starts, the second highest total of his career, but missed 5 games due to injury and was rendered a non-factor during the team's Super Bowl 58 run, left inactive as the Eagles captured their second Lombardi trophy in 8 years with a win over the Kansas City Chiefs. In the 2024 regular season, Huff totaled just 2.5 sacks and 13 tackles, far below expectations for a player making over $17 million. The Eagles, known for their aggressive and often effective roster management under GM Howie Roseman, chose to pivot rather than double down. By offloading Huff and recouping a draft pick while getting out from under part of his contract, Philly made a tough, but calculated, decision. It's a classic case of cutting losses. The Eagles will eat $9,500,000 in salary to make the trade work, but the 49ers are taking on the remaining $7,950,000 guaranteed for 2025. How the trade grades out Eagles. B. This deal is more about moving forward than winning in the moment. Sure, the Eagles overpaid. Huff's 2023 performance in New York didn't translate in Philly, and it's a reminder that free agency is always a gamble. But despite the whiff, Philadelphia still hoisted the Lombardi. In that sense, the mistake didn't come back to bite them when it counted most. They'll take the mid-round pick and the cap relief that comes with it. Huff's departure also clears space for younger, homegrown talent on the edge, something Roseman has consistently invested in through the draft. The only real knock? Paying over $9 million to a guy who won't be wearing your jersey anymore. Still, all things considered, the Eagles minimized the damage and moved on quickly. A hallmark of great front offices. 49ers. Sometimes all a player needs is the right system and the right coach. And San Francisco seems to believe Huff can thrive once again under the man who helped him bloom in the first place. This isn't just a sentimental reunion, like it's a calculated football decision. With 4 potential new starters coming in, the 49ers are reshaping a defense that still boasts anchors like Nick Bosa and Fred Warner, the latter fresh off becoming the highest-paid off-ball linebacker in NFL history. Adding Huff gives them another weapon in the trenches, someone who can rotate in with Drake Jackson or even take over a starting spot outright if he returns to 2023 form. Yes, giving up a mid-round pick and nearly $8 million carries some risk, especially for a player who struggled in his most recent season. But the upside is massive. In a league that values pass rushers like gold, getting one with elite traits and a history with your coordinator is worth the gamble. As Steelers coach Mike Tomlin once said, One man's trash is another man's treasure. The 49ers believe Huff is far from finished and possibly just getting started again. The bottom line: if the deal is finalized, and it looks all but done, this trade could be one of the more under-the-radar moves that pays off big in 2025. For the Eagles, it's a retreat with dignity. For the 49ers, it's a calculated risk. A bet that Huff's Philly dip was an anomaly and not a decline.